Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn, Raaker, and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I am so excited about this wonderful group of people that I met here in Northern Kentucky in Newport, and they are Steve Glacken,
Cindy
Hahn, and Christian Strong.
Yes,
Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And today we are doing an on location at the first, is this the first one?
First ever original Strongs.
Okay, we're doing a television show, actually a couple segments of a television show to introduce you. If you've never had strong pizza, you have to have it. It's awesome. So we are going to be learning how to make the strong pizza today with Christian Strong, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are in Cindy and Steve's wonderful pizza parlor. Am I correct?
Yes.
Strong Pizza here in Newport, Kentucky. So we are going to start the show and learn how to make pizza with Christian Strong. And then we're going to tell you the story of how they started. Well, Christian, we want to start with how you ever became, at such a young age, and I know you're young, because they told me how old you were, actually how you decided to create Strong Pizza.
I worked at a local chain for many, many years, about 15 years.
Wow.
And then basically I decided I wanted to make a real pizza. So I partnered with a buddy of mine in Staten Island. He taught me some ways of doing what's called an old world style pizza.
Right.
And I had a lot of recipes, so we just kind of took the recipes, combined them together with what he had to fit this area.
Now let me ask you, when did you get the building, or did you already have the building?
No, I leased the building back in 2011.
Okay.
And then eventually purchased it a few years later.
Okay, you purchased it a few years later. So how did you meet these wonderful people that now are in this wonderful location here in Newport?
I believe I met them about 6 months after I opened. They came in. I think Steve was singing some Christmas carols.
Yeah.
Or he was singing something in the dining room.
Yeah.
And we became great friends. And, you know, I never really thought about venturing out of just being an independent owner until I decided to sell this building during the pandemic in 2020 or so.
Okay.
And they decided they wanted to buy it, and then they said, hey, let's keep it a Strong's. And there are a couple of people that I've become great friends with and trust. So I trusted them with our brand and our name, and just kind of got them off and running.
So tell me, what was it like? I know that you told me, Steve, that you found out you were the commercial realtor.
Yes.
Right? You and Cindy were commercial realtors, and all of a sudden, what happened that made you want to buy this location?
Well, it was a sticky situation because we actually had it on the market. We had it for sale. And the one lady that came in was going to turn into a Hispanic restaurant, and the other guy that came in that was the most interested in it, I think he was going to purchase it. He wanted to make an American sandwich shop. And Cindy and I were sitting talking at an attorney's office. We were there for another meeting, and I told her that the guy that was most interested in buying the place, the first thing he said, he was going to take a jackhammer to that oven and tear it up and throw it out.
It hurt my heart. It hurt my heart.
It would hurt my heart.
And to turn this into a sandwich shop, you would have to get rid of the oven. And she said, we can't do that. It's the original Strong's recipe. Why not us?
And isn't this an historic building?
Yes, it is.
How old is this building?
1833.
Awesome.
Oldest in Newport, the third oldest building.
The third oldest building in Newport. That's pretty exciting.
Yes, yeah.
So you wanted to be something special, right?
Yes.
We knew it was something special the first day. Everybody knows that I love pizza, and we were doing open house in Fort Thomas. And he goes, let's try out Strong's. And we came in here and we fell in love with them from day one. Like you said, right after you opened, we came here and then we eat here all the time.
And I went to Lawrenceburg to find out about Strong's Pizza. And then at Thanksgiving, we came here with my daughter and my granddaughter. And I met Cindy first, and he was hobbling around with an injured foot, right? And that's how it all started.
Yes, it did.
So, and I am also a realtor, a referral realtor as well. He doesn't know that about me, but now he does. Good. Anyhow, what the thing that I think was most exciting is it's so different than we would. There isn't anything I think here in this region that tastes like yours or is like yours. Am I right?
No, and that's mainly because we do everything from scratch, and we do.
You don't throw the pizzas up.
No, you
You
can
don't
if you
throw.
want.
You can't. Not the way you do it.
No, I stretch them on a table. And I
Okay.
always tell everybody that there's no need for tossing and throwing. Just make it nice and smooth and round, and that's what we
Right.
want.
Right. And then you put holes in it?
No, we
No.
don't dock them unless it's needed.
No,
but
you don't do that.
No,
Okay.
no, we just throw it and put it in there and let the flame do the work.
Flame do the work. And that's the difference. You have an oven. Am I right?
Right.
Is it made in Italy?
Made in Italy. Yep.
So you've got the original one that most people
Where he found the
would be
original.
found.
Yes.
Ended up over here.
Yeah, and that oven there is the kind, you have to move the pies around. You have to look for hot spots in the deck. It's the artwork of making a real pizza.
Oh, wow.
And that's the fun part about this
That's the
one.
fun
Yeah.
part.
And what is so awesome is so welcoming because it's all right here. As soon as you
Right.
walk in the
Yeah,
door.
I know,
And
that
it's
was-
like that with your other restaurants. They're right out
I
there.
put them all in the
and
dining room. All the
Yes.
ovens are in the dining rooms
And
of all the
everybody
locations.
just loves
Yep.
that.
And guess what? You're opening one
Bridgetown Road,
Bridgetown
We're all
Road.
so excited.
Thursday, in 2 days.
Do you know how far that is from my house? Very close.
As everybody on the west side says, around the corner.
Around the corner.
Well, I am around the corner, basically.
I
So
know
anyhow, I am so thrilled that you're having your soft opening.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, that's this Thursday. What's the date on that? Because we want to let
Well, we'll
everybody-
let everybody know
31st.
February 1st. Yep.
February 1st.
Yep.
That's it. So that's really awesome. So actually, you have to come and try it no matter where you are, but especially here in Newport and Western Hills,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
You have
They're
to
all
come there.
Very good.
They're
just
very
awesome.
good. And I want to thank you for allowing me to come and make a pizza with you and really see how it's done, because I have a cooking show, and this is on my cooking show, which I'm very excited about.
Well, you may know more about pizza than I do.
Probably not. I've never made a pizza. That's the only thing I haven't made.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I've taken the thing, but I have never done it, and I've never done it this way. And I do like getting my hands dirty. See? Anyhow, I can't
so
wait to
much
do
fun.
it. So why don't we do a couple pizzas? We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back, and we'll make the pizza. Okay?
Sounds good.
Or whatever we're making. Okay?
That
Good.
sounds great.
Now that's how simple we are. We're back on the Chef You and I'm with Christian Strong, and he's going to teach me how to make a strong pizza, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you've already got the dough already made, am I correct?
Right. We make the dough fresh every day.
Fresh every day, but you later will show me how to do that part of it.
We
right?
can. Yes, we can.
Okay, let's start with one of the ones that you've already had risen and everything.
Yep,
That
these-
goes through a yeast product.
Yes, these have been proofed. They're ready
Okay,
to go.
they're ready to go. Okay, go ahead.
So basically what we're going to do is pull it out of the dough tray, and we use semolina
Okay,
to dust our dough with.
why?
Number
Semolina.
one, it gives it a better crunch, and I
Okay.
also use semolina in my dough mix.
Okay.
So that gives you the texture, holds up longer, things like that. So a
Okay.
lot of people will use flour. This makes the texture better, plus it's nowhere near as messy as flour.
And if you're allergic to flour, or you have an allergy for flour or white flour,
Right.
This
So
is good.
so if we're gonna, and if we were doing like say a gluten-free, we would keep this away from everything.
Okay.
But this is this is just a little more signature feel to our pizzas.
Okay.
With the texture. So
All
what
right.
we do is we just dust it with semolina, and then so if you're doing this yourself, we want to start round, end round. That's what we tell everybody. So then you're just going to flatten it out.
Okay.
This will keep from bubbling up in the oven.
Okay.
So I just kind of I try to do it as slow as I can. Made a few of these, so it's hard for me to slow down. We're just going to flatten it out, okay? So now you're ready to stretch. So if you're right-handed like I am, you're going to pull with this hand, hold with this one.
Oh, that
You're
looks
just
easy.
going to go little by little, right?
Right.
That's all we're doing. And then you can pick it up, walk it with your hands. You can toss it, spin it, whatever you want to do. I like just to keep it on the table and keep it close so it's smooth and round.
Okay, that looks good to me.
So that's all we have to do with that.
Now, can I do one?
You can. I'm going to transfer this to the peel over here. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm gonna make a pizza on this in a little bit.
Okay. All right.
So now we're going to get you started in the dough bowl, or the semolina bowl. So you're just going to put it in there, flip it over, press it out with your whole hand. Yep,
Like that?
that's it.
And do it like that, maybe?
Yep, just
Okay.
keeping it round.
Okay. Then bring it over here.
Bring it onto the table.
And
You're going to start, and now you're just going to press it out.
Okay.
Press all the bubbles out. You'll see, I like that. Look, you're not afraid to hurt it.
then I start turning it
Yeah,
around.
we'll put a little semolina so it'll slide.
Okay.
And you turn it, press it
And-
out a couple, and then just pull. Yep.
Is that it?
You're going to pull right on this edge. Work your edges. You just keep doing that. We can make anything round. And then once you get it stretched out to halfway, we'll pick it up and you can just walk your hands through
Wait a
it.
minute. Wait a minute. Hold
That's
on.
okay. We'll get rid of
You
that.
sure?
Oh, watch. We can get rid of anything.
Okay.
So we'll pull that because, see, it's not going to hurt anything. So
Okay, keep doing that.
there you go. See, we're almost there.
Okay,
Now you can pick it up.
Pick
Just
it
walk
up.
your hands. See, look. Now she's tossing dough.
Okay, where do I go with it?
We're
Right
gonna put
here.
this right onto that peel right there. Yep.
Okay. But it's not very,
It's almost there.
it's almost there.
Watch this.
Okay.
A blink of an eye, and we're right here.
Okay, so it makes it that big.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is a 16-inch pie.
16 inch?
Yep, so it's a 19-ounce dough ball. We turn into a 16-inch pie.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, what's the next thing we're going to do?
The next thing we're going to do, we do an old world style pizza. So that means we put cheese directly on the dough.
Okay.
So the way we do ours is we just take this and we wagon wheel it around.
Uh-huh.
And then this will bake directly into the dough.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
so
what
it's a
kind
little
of cheese
different.
is that?
This is a straight mozzarella.
Okay.
So we're going to go right there. And then with, here, you can put that on yours.
Okay.
You can just
Okay.
like a little wagon wheel straight around like that.
Okay, like this?
Yep.
Like this?
Perfect. Perfect.
Like this?
And then what we're going to do with these spaces in between is where we put our sauce. So we don't do a full sauce coverage. We just do
Just
dollops.
like this, right?
Yep.
I'm doing it right.
Exactly like that. Yep. Right up there to the edge, and
And here's one here. I need another one,
you
don't
need
I?
a couple more. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
put one in the middle and one there to fill
Yeah.
in that spot.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
That's
now
it.
what?
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our vodka sauce.
Oh, that's the vodka
This
sauce?
is the vodka sauce. This is kind of a strong signature item. And what we're going to do is we're just going to dollop it in between the cheese slices.
Oh, that's it?
This is the way we do our pies.
Oh, wow.
We do this with our red sauce and our vodka sauce. And
Right.
we have 3 other cream sauces that we make in the house.
Uh-huh.
And that's all we do. Right
That's
there.
exciting.
That's it. So that's the base of all old world style pizzas.
Okay.
Right there.
Right
Yep.
there.
Right
okay.
there.
Now, on this one, what are we going to do?
We are going to do, we're going to use hot honey on this one. So
Okay.
we'll put the hot honey on last.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll put some Goetta on this.
Now, this is the one that is the...
This is the spicy Goetta.
That's
so
the spice. You're going to put that on there.
Spicy Goetta's going on vodka sauce. Regular Goetta's going on hot honey.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, you're going to grab your Goetta just like I do.
Yeah.
Just grab a handful of it or crumble it up a little bit.
I'm crumbling it up
Yep,
a little
crumble
bit.
it up. And then you're
Okay.
just going to start on the outside and work your way in.
Okay. So just like this?
Yep, and just do a full coverage.
Okay. And...
So-
Right.
Somebody's ringing.
Is that enough?
Go a little bit more up in that one space right there.
There and here.
Put a little bit here.
Here.
Okay, so we're going
Okay.
to do hot honey on yours. So what we'll do next is we'll do some
Pineapple?
pineapple.
Okay.
Yep. Just grab you a little handful of pineapple right here.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, you can reach in there and just grab it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to put mushrooms on this one.
Okay, so just do it like this, you mean?
Same way you did with the Goetta.
Oh,
Yep, just a
that's
full
easy.
coverage.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can feel that oven. Woo!
Yeah, it gets a little warm.
Yeah.
A little warm next to that.
Okay, and then what? Is that enough there?
Yeah, that looks
Okay,
good.
then what else do you want me to do? What else
And
have we
then-
talked about? Mushrooms or not?
No, we're going to do mushrooms on this one. We're going to do the hot honey with the pineapple and Goetta on that one.
Okay, this sounds good.
And then we'll, what I do when I do them on top is I just kind of swiggle
Okay,
it
I can
through.
do it. I
yeah,
can do
just
it.
swiggle it through like that.
Okay.
And on this one, I'm going to put a little spinach
Okay.
because this is a variation of our vodka pizza that we
Is
already
that
sell.
enough?
That's all right. Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's
So,
good.
then what?
We're going to clear this out of the way. Yeah, and parmy where, Steve?
This is easy. Okay?
We forgot to get our parm out.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right, so now what?
So now what we're going to do, we're just going to launch them into the oven. Okay? So if you
Yeah.
want to try that.
No, I'm not afraid.
No. Make
Oh,
sure-
you have to actually take them off of there.
Yeah. Well, this
Oh
one
my
we didn't
gosh.
put any semolina under that. We'll do this.
What?
That's okay. So when we go to launch these in the oven, I'll
Yeah.
fix this one. I'll put some semolina on it. When we go to launch them in the oven, you always want to make sure your pizza's moving on your peel. Okay?
Okay.
And then you're just going to take it,
Uh-huh.
pop it right in here,
That's it?
pull the peel out. That's it. So the trick to the brick oven is the deck is super hot, so it's going to sear the pizza right away. So that'll
Okay.
keep all your moisture and flavor in the crust.
Wow.
Like a lot of other places that use conveyor ovens and things like that, those are hot air. So they're just blowing hot air all around and they're basically drying them out.
Okay.
So what happens with this is it's going to sear the dough from the bottom. The top's going to cook with the flame.
Okay.
Yep. So right now we're running at about 620 degrees there.
Yeah.
Take about 4 to 5 minutes on that one. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do this real quick to make it easier for you. And then what I can do is move that one out of the way for you. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll slide this one back in the oven so we can launch this other one in.
Okay.
And we can
That's
do it that way.
Oh, and then, oh, that's cool. I've never seen that before.
That's your
That's
peel.
cool.
So now you're going to move that.
Uh-huh.
And then you want to put it in?
I'll try. I feel like I want to take these gloves off.
Yeah,
though.
take them off. Yeah.
All right, so
All the food
I
items
go
are
like
gonna-
this, right? My joint up. It's pretty
Yep.
heavy. I
Here,
didn't
let me get
realize
this
it.
guy down to the end there. There we go.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is drop the front of the pizza on the deck and pull the peel out from under the pizza.
Okay.
You're not throwing the pizza off the peel. Pull out. There it is.
Okay, but it didn't go in far enough.
Oh, it'll be fine. We'll move it in a second.
Okay, all right. that's
Once
cool.
that sear happens on the crust, we'll be able to move the pizza around. So then,
Okay,
so then
so-
what you'll do is move it around the oven.
So let me ask this question: how
Yep.
long does it take, Christian, for it to actually finish?
About 4 minutes on average.
That's it?
Yeah. So depending on how many toppings you have and how busy you are. Because if you're really, really busy, the deck will lose temperature.
Right.
So you have to move it around and find your hot spots. So what we can
How
do.
long did it take you to do this? Learn this?
How long did it take me to learn it?
Yeah.
I was in the pizza world for a long, long time, but doing this, it took me a while to really get a feel for the oven because you have to move it around to make sure it's baked evenly. So,
Wow.
so
And
yeah.
these ovens are really heavy, aren't they?
Oh, extremely. This one I think is 2,800 pounds. I
Really?
believe that's what that is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Plenty of reinforcements below in the basement below
So
here.
did you have to do that with your new place in Western
Now
Hills?
our new ovens, the ovens we use in the other locations, I prefer this one, but it's
Yeah.
just not big enough for the volume that we do. The new ones, which you can see up the west side, they're quite a bit larger and the deck rotates through the flame.
Oh, really?
So you put the pizza in, it rotates around and cooks it evenly.
Oh, wow.
So it's the exact same concept, you just don't have to do the work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is the original.
This is the original. This is the way I prefer to do it. I actually have a mobile oven that is this exact oven, just on a trailer on wheels.
Really?
That we take to do graduations and
Oh,
weddings
that's
and stuff
awesome.
like that.
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. So
Boy, it sure doesn't take long, does it?
no, especially we haven't been cooking anything in here, so it's pretty warm in there. So. But what we'll do is we'll get those done in just a second.
Okay.
We'll keep them over here. Steve's ready with everything. So what we'll do is we'll just brown them up, and we like them to be brown because you know.
Yeah.
Some people think they're burnt, but they're not. You want them to be brown, a little tad bit of char, because
Right,
that's char's
right.
flavor. That's the way we
Right.
look at it. This guy here, we're going to hold it up to the flame. That's just called crowning. So then that'll make sure it's an even bake
Oh.
around it. There's your first one.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how fast this happens.
So that would be basically our vodka pizza, just instead of prosciutto, that one's got Goetta. So
Right.
it's almost the
Right.
identical pizza.
Right.
And then here comes the one you made. Just a second. And then what we would do here is we cut these into 8s. And then if you don't hear that crunch when you're cutting, it's not finished.
That's awesome.
And then
I
we'll
love
get this one
this.
out.
Then you put it up to the heat. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Well, anytime you're cooking, if you're a little bit uneven, if you're a little, say, 2/3 of your pizza's brown and nice and brown, but the other side isn't, but you don't want to burn it, you
Yeah.
just hold it up there to the flame, and then that'll even everything out.
Oh,
And
wow.
you want them, like these pieces here, that's the way you want
Yeah.
it. You want those brown, you want those little charred bubbles a little
Okay, that's cool.
bit. Yep. Brown this guy up real fast. And
Oh wow, look at that.
look at that.
I can't even believe it.
See, you made that.
I made that. That's wild. Oh my
And then
gosh.
there's that crunch that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I believe this was the spicy Goetta that we used with the regular
No,
Goetta.
the regular Goetta.
Regular Goetta with the hot honey,
Right.
with the pineapple. So that pineapple is really going to offset that hot honey. It's going to be
Right.
really nice. And then the spicy with the vodka sauce is really going to have a little kick to
Right.
it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
This is because you've got successful pizza parlors.
Mm-hmm.
You call them pizza parlors?
Yeah, pizza,
Yeah.
pizza parlors.
Pizza. Will you go eventually out of this region?
It's never been a plan. It would depend really on the demand and how. I'm very protective of our product and our brand.
Oh, I can understand
So,
that.
you know, my theory in the beginning was if I can't be to the stores within 25 minutes, they're too far away because I still work the stores. You know,
Okay.
so like opening the new one on the west side, I'll be there every day and night for the next 3 months
Okay.
until we're trained up.
Until you're trained.
Because I'm just a pizza guy. I just like to make
Right.
pizza. You know, the
Right.
business side of things kind of outweigh operations now, but I'll jump on a pizza line whenever I can. So I still make it 2 or 3 days a week.
So
at
how
least.
far up in Indiana would you go?
How far into Indiana? I don't know. Maybe
Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
maybe?
I could go up to Indianapolis. We
Yeah,
could, we
so
could
I'm
reach that.
thinking as you spread,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
a little far, Dayton?
Dayton is a possibility.
That's a
Definitely
really
Dayton.
good
That's only
possibility.
an hour and 15 minutes away, so we're good there.
That's good.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking.
You know, yeah, and you know, just to branch out the tri-state a little bit, as long as the product stays the same, we're happy because that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Well, a long time ago, I did Skyline, and I learned how to make Skyline. I know the boys.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the Labordinis really
Oh,
well.
okay.
And actually, I was going to sell one to Singapore. Absolutely.
Wow.
Because I made it when I was in Singapore. I've lived in Turkey, Singapore.
I spent some time in
England.
Singapore
Yeah.
in the Navy. I was
Oh,
there
you
for
did?
I was there for
Awesome.
about a month and a half, yeah.
Well, then
Of all
you
the
know.
places I've ever traveled, that was my favorite.
That is the favorite.
That was my favorite.
And I had
of
my own
everywhere.
business there. Taught people how to start their own business and
Oh,
did
neat.
franchising.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we may. I don't know. You know, our thing is just as long as the brand's protected and the product's protected.
And it tastes
It
good.
has to, like, just like with your table. If you go into Reading or West Side, Lawrenceburg,
They're
wherever
all
you
the
go,
same.
that table's going to be exactly the same.
And that's
So-
exactly what you want.
Exactly. So if I reach down here on this top shelf, there's going to be green olives. You know, if I reach up here, these tomatoes, they're going to be halved. You know, things like that. So all the prep's exactly the same. All the setup's the same. So the product's the same.
Right, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with
All right.
Kathryn Strong. And we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with these important messages. Okay, we're back. And Steve and I already stretched it. And this is a cannoli pie. And we're going to put it up here, right?
Yes, we're going to put it
Okay,
right
you
on the
wanna
front,
get it up
on
there.
the nose of the paddle.
The nose of the palette. because it's going to go, right? Yours is more rounder than mine, but that's the way it goes, right?
Oh, that's
good.
They all eat well.
Okay. Now, what do we do next now, Steve?
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the oven.
Okay.
And we're going to see where you all have been cooking before.
Oh.
You always get some
Residue?
semolina inside,
Oh, yeah?
and that burns up pretty much. And then we got to just scrape that out of there and clean it out and get that out of the way because we don't want that to burn on the next pie.
Yeah, but that, oh, okay. I was going to say that. All right.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to toss it in there. Just like that.
I'm not quite sure about this, but
Oh,
you have to
it's
get-
easy. Just toss it right over on that side. That's great.
But
right
it
there.
got crumbled or something.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not flat, but
It's flat.
okay, good.
Flat now.
Oh, now I see what it's
The
doing.
difference with the cannoli pie is
Can we show this?
what did we put on it?
I think you don't put
Nothing.
nothing
We didn't put
because you
anything on
put
it.
because
it
you
goes on after.
after you do that part
Yes.
of it. Awesome. Strawberries.
And I'm gonna have to run in the back and get some cannoli cream.
Okay. So we're going to take a short break while we're
there it
going.
is.
Oh, we found it. Never
I
mind.
got it.
Okay. So now are you going to do the same thing? You're going to. That's it? Oh my gosh, look at that.
See that?
You flip it over this time.
We're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna get a little bit of cook on either side of it, just like that.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the bubbles.
Yeah, it just pops up.
Wow, that's cool. So we're putting
So we're gonna get a
strawberries on.
couple
We're going to put
pans.
strawberries on it, and what else?
And the cannoli cream.
Cannoli cream. Oh my goodness. So, wow, look at that.
See that?
Yeah, that's yours, right?
Yep.
And there's my little one.
And there's your little one.
And it did.
And that
Oh, you're
one
gonna.
we're gonna
Okay.
cook him for just another minute here.
Okay.
He needs a little more.
Little more, huh?
Yep. And then what we're gonna do is
I'm
we take the
watching you.
cannoli cream
Okay, I'm watching.
and we
Oh
put
wow.
a nice circle on it
Like-
like that.
Okay.
And then we're going to take this and we're going to spread it.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. You gonna let me do
See
that
how
one?
It's nice and brown.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And that one's yours.
Okay, that one's mine. But I'm gonna let you do yours first.
And so we're going to take this and we're going to spread it around real well.
Can you put whatever you want on a cannoli?
You can put whatever you like on it.
Oh, good. Like I love pineapple.
You can put pineapple on it.
Right.
Our standard right off the shelf, the way that we make it here in Newport, is
With strawberries?
we take the strawberries. And you're going to put some pineapple on yours, so I'm going to use all of these strawberries.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And the standard way that we do it here is we turn around over here and we get some powdered sugar
Okay.
and some chocolate sauce.
Ooh, chocolate sounds wonderful. That looks great, Steve. Oh my gosh, you're making me so hungry.
So
I
we
can't
make some
stand it.
chocolate sauce on there. And then we pat
Powdered
on some powdered sugar.
Yeah.
And we have a cannoli pie.
So you don't put it back in the oven. You leave it just like that,
we leave
right?
it just like that.
Okay. Now
And so
I get
now
to do
you're
it.
going to do yours.
Okay. So the first thing I would do probably is do this.
First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your cannoli cream.
And I'm going to go like this.
Yep, and you're a good baker, so that'll be easy for you.
Oh, yeah. Come on, buddy. Doesn't want to
If you need me to
cooperate.
work that down for you, I can.
Yeah,
It's
I-
kind of like milking a goat. There you go.
Or milking a cow, right? Oh, come on.
Cows are easier to milk.
Yeah, I think so. I feel kind of dumb here.
No, you're good. You're
I
doing
am.
a perfect job.
Okay. Why doesn't it want to come out anymore?
Let me see here.
You
Let me-
do it.
Let me help you out.
Let me help you out. Or you help me
I'll
out.
help you out a little bit.
Okay. See, you should have given it to me first, and then you would have had to do the rest of
There
it,
you
right?
go.
Now I'm going to spread it,
Now
right?
you're going to spread it.
Right.
And yours will be a little easier to spread than mine was because it's been out of the refrigerator a little bit longer, so it loosens
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Right. When I make my strawberry cakes and all that kind of stuff on our show, people don't know what it does to prep stuff. But this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Now you just actually go around in a circle, like
Yes,
right, like
just
that.
like that.
Now,
And then you're going to put your fruit,
okay.
and then
All right. We clean this all the time. I have clean hands
Yes.
here, so I'm going to do it like this.
yeah, put as much as you want on there.
Ooh, that looks good. I like this. This is like playing with stuff, right?
Yeah.
Whoops. I dropped somebody in some of that. So I think that's enough, don't you?
That looks good.
That looks good to me.
And then do you want chocolate sauce?
Of course.
Oh, of course you do. Got to pop that
Oh,
open.
you got to pop it open, right?
And you're going to put chocolate sauce on it.
Do I like chocolate? Of course. Come on, buddy. Okay. There we go. Now, what do you think of that?
That looks beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You could do cherries too, couldn't you?
You can do cherries. You
Well,
can do
whatever you want.
I'll tell you what's really good on this, and
Is
we've
what?
never served it in a restaurant, but I made it and ate it. Tangerines.
Yes, that would be
Tangerine was
great.
Awesome.
We should do tangerines next time,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So anyhow, now we can bring this to the table, right? Is there anything else you make that we don't know about?
Oh, there's a lot of things, but we can get into that later. Let's go ahead and serve this back
Okay.
here with our pizza.
All right.
And eat it up.
Okay, we'll do that. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back on The Chef, You and I. We are back on The Chef, You and I, and I'm with the owner, Cindy Hahn, and her partner is not going to be part of this. She's going to explain to us the history of this beautiful pizza restaurant called Strong Pizza, right? And this is the original thing. So,
is the original.
Cindy, would you tell our audience a little bit about the building and why you're so attracted to it? Go right ahead.
Thank you,
You're
Kathryn.
welcome.
This building is the third oldest building in Newport. It's 1833. I absolutely love it. It's shabby chic, and we like that. We like all the little nicks and dents and everything in it. We want everybody to feel like they visited our home. Christian Strong started this about 13 years ago. He went to New York for a year to learn the New York style pizza, came back and found this building and bought it and made it into the Strong's Brick Oven Pizzeria. We want everybody to feel like you visited our home. So with that, we could maybe start a tour, and I can give you a tour through the building.
Let's do that because
It has a lot of architectural.
this is really unbelievable. And this is the original part of it, right? I mean, there's no new part of it, in other words.
A little bit added on where the restrooms are, and then there's been some modifications, like the walk-in refrigerator upstairs and different things like that. Everything's made fresh in-house every day. We do not use any preservatives. So the whole upstairs is a prep area. Above the front dining room is a big walk-in refrigerator, another kitchen, and then another prep area. Where
Okay,
we
so
prep.
where would you like to start?
Well, let's start over here and
Okay.
go see the oven.
Okay, let's do it.
These are the beautiful pies that, Kathryn, that you made today.
That's right.
We have a couple dessert pies. We have some with the Goetta.
The
Yes, with the spicy and not as spicy.
Right.
Our brick oven.
Right, and that's
And our-
gorgeous.
Thank you so much. We love the brick oven. We love it that our deck does not rotate, so they have to really pay attention. They manually rotate each pizza. So every pizza is very unique.
That makes a difference.
They stretch the dough.
Cindy, what's the number on here on the oven?
This is so cool. And we actually had a customer in here last night from Sicily, and that is his area code.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not. And that was last night. He brought his family in, and he moved over here, and he was telling us all about the oven, and it was from the city where he is from. And he came in last night, loved our pizza, said it tastes just like being back home. So this is very old. We think it probably dates maybe 1936. We're not sure. But this is very cool right here. And it's very authentic. Yes.
So let's look at the pieces we made real quick. They're right here. And we made these with Goetta.
Yes.
From Gliers Goetta. Which,
Delicious.
And it actually is delicious. We have to make one for them. I think that would be really cool.
Oh my gosh, and drop off several of them.
Yeah, I think they would love that.
They did the spinach and mushrooms, and we did the vodka sauce and pineapple, and added some bacon
And that
with
had
it.
hot honey on it.
Yes, and the hot
I
honey.
really loved it. That was absolutely great. This is so exciting to find out that a customer came in from Sicily
Last night
last night,
with his family.
and this telephone number is his area code.
That's exactly what he said. It's the exact same area code that he has, and he was telling us all about the area.
So
where he grew
how
up.
old is the oven then?
We're thinking maybe 1936 or something like that. We're not exactly sure, but yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
We know
exciting.
it's old because the deck does not rotate. Like I was saying, we have to
Right.
manually rotate each
Right,
pizza.
and that's the most exciting thing about coming into a historic building and seeing things that are still part of history.
Yes, and
Correct?
that's what we love about this being here and with the oven and being right up front when our guests come in to dine, they're right here and they get to see it and experience what the
Yeah,
feeling
and so they walk in the door and they come through
they
here.
come right here. They're
Okay,
right
so
here.
let's walk around and
So-
see what you want to show us next.
Okay.
Oh, I love this bar. This is so gorgeous.
This is a beautiful bar, and we love it. We absolutely love it. They said it came from the Wooden Nickel, downtown Cincinnati, and it's older wood, newly put together. Like this came from a really old mansion, and this is the banister.
That's
And this is the lip from an old chalkboard in a schoolhouse from like the chalk and the erasers
wow,
and stuff.
that's awesome.
And it's very cherry cheek. It has lots of little nicks and dents in it, and it matches the rest. We want everybody to feel like they visited our home. We just love the authentic look in here. We want you to feel like you had a little taste of Italy.
So I love it. So that if the video camera could see that one 1905 Lombardo, that's gorgeous. And I love the brick, and the paintings are just absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, you feel like you're in somebody's home, actually.
That's truly how we want everybody to feel. We want them to have a five-star experience, feel like they visit us in our home. And we just love it here. Steve and I came here about 11 years ago, right after they opened up, and we have loved
And
it
you
ever
were
since.
friends to start off with.
Yes.
So
Yes.
at first I thought you guys were married. No, you're not.
No, everybody thinks we're married, but it's funny. He says we get along too good. But yeah, we're very good friends. We're also real estate agents.
Yes, which is
And that's how we met and teamed up. And actually, it's a long story, but really, we met each other 40 years ago, and then re-met again. We were actually next door neighbor and shared drywall 40 years ago.
Oh, my
In Congress.
gosh.
And they moved out about 6 months after that, and then we ran into each other.
So what would you like to show us next?
Well, this is our back dining room.
Okay, let's go look at this.
Here's our back dining room. Like we have the buffet here and everything. We just, like I said, we truly want everybody to feel like they visit us in our home.
That does really, I love it. Oh, this is beautiful.
I love it. When I saw that, I like ran to it, said I have to have it.
Wow. And we've been to Italy.
Oh my God. You told me that when I first met you. That is so, I would love to go visit.
It's not in the wintertime,
That's what I hear.
especially at Christmas.
So we have a lot of people that have met here. Like we've had a wedding here.
Oh, wow.
We turned the whole dining room front dining room
Right.
into like an altar, and Steve actually married him.
Oh, wow.
And it was on Halloween, and we all were dressed up in Halloween costumes. It was kind of fun.
That's pretty awesome.
We have
So-
a lot of first dates.
So let's look at the next thing that you have out here. This is an outdoor dining area.
We can fit like 25, 30 more people.
And it's heated.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, this is unreal.
So yes, we can heat this, and then this. We have a lot of people that have already called to make reservations that they had their first date on Valentine's Day, and they want to come back.
They want to come back.
And celebrate. And then spring, summer, and fall, these sides are down.
Okay.
And it's nothing but flowers, 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 flowers everywhere. There's just
that's
flowers,
gorgeous.
flowers, flowers. I don't like that that's not close.
Right. So
Can you edit that out?
Anyhow, this is really beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
it really becomes very heated in here with these, right?
Oh my gosh, last year, I don't know if you ever heard of Marty Connors. He sings, he's awesome. He came down here and sang, and it was when it was really cold, like 10 below, and everything closed early, and it was so toasty in here. And we have bright lights that come on in here too.
Oh, that's
at
awesome.
nighttime. We have the mood lights, the bright lights. Yes, but in the spring, summer, and fall, this is absolutely gorgeous out here.
Okay.
And in the summertime, we have 3 tables that sit on the front porch with big, huge yellow umbrellas. And it's just a lot of people love to sit on the front porch.
Oh, this is so gorgeous. I love it so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome so much, since you are now part of our programming, and we really love it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate my daughter saying, let's go to Newport to Strong's
Brick Oven Pizzeria.
Right.
Yes.
So anyhow,
This is the original location.
right, the original location, and so historic. I just love it. Absolutely.
I fell in love with it the first time I came in the door.
So we're at the very end of our show. We want to come back more. And we absolutely loved, and thank you so much for telling us the story of Strong Pizza and your involvement, and now the owners of the Strong Pizza in Newport, Kentucky. And you'll love coming here, believe me. It's absolutely wonderful. And thank you so very much, both of you.
Thank you.
And would you like to give your website out?
Go ahead.
It's Strong'sBrickOvenPizza.com.
Say it again slow.
Strong'sBrickOvenPizza.com.
And why don't you end it with a song?
You want to end it with a song?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
That's great. Thank you so much. We're going to have you be entertainment with your musical ability, right? Thank you so much. And don't forget to go to thechefyouandi.com or KathrynRaakersWorld.com, where you can find all of this. And don't forget, see you soon, and bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I Show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.